Joined now by MP Nigel Evans. Earlier this year, he was acquitted of a series of sexual assault charges and has been calling for the anonymity of individuals involved in some police investigations. Good evening to you, Nigel.
Good evening.
Tell us about your experience since you were acquitted.
Well, the phone went absolutely crazy. I got between 2,000 emails and text messages and letters off people saying well done, and we knew that this was all rubbish. And I even had checks off people, which I hasten to add I've not cashed, from well-wishers saying, here's some help for your costs. So,
because you were named all the way through.
Yeah, and the thing that really astounded me, which I was really pleased about, was that people ran towards me at my time of need. People who really knew me, who knew this was nonsense, put their arms around me. I had lots of hugs, candles and prayers, and that's what really got me through this entire exercise. You know, I'm not alone. There have been others who have been accused as well, those who haven't gone through the court system and there's no further action, and those who end up in court and they are acquitted.
Even though you've been cleared, do you think some people still have that attitude of no smoke without fire?
Oh, of course, absolutely. And I'm certain that even if there's no further action, people say it, and even if people are acquitted. And in fact, one journalist did say that to me about somebody else who was acquitted. They said, we don't believe it about you, Nigel, but we believe it about them. So, you know, these things are going to happen.
It means you haven't gone back to your old job as Deputy Speaker of the House of Commons. You want to remain a legislator. You want to change the law on this in particular.
I couldn't be in your studio speaking now on this issue and calling for at least the Home Affairs Select Committee to look at anonymity if I was Deputy Speaker. That's one of the reasons why I did not go back into that role. I need to speak out. I need to ask that committee to look at anonymity, the downsides and the upsides as well.
So what do you think should change, and what are the upsides first?
Well, the upsides, if we had some form of anonymity until charge, would be that people like Jimmy Tarbuck and Freddie Starr, their names wouldn't have been out there, and clearly if there was no further action, then they wouldn't have gone through the trauma and torture of the publicity. The downsides clearly are that if there is publicity, then it does give an opportunity for other people to come forward.
As we saw with Jimmy Savile, once his name was out, an awful lot of people came forward with their stories.
The one way around that may well be that if the police believe that there is good reason to believe that this would happen, they could apply to a judge and ask for publicity, so therefore the anonymity could be lifted in certain cases.
In this instance, South Yorkshire Police have admitted they've spoken to the media in the form of the BBC, and now the rest of us know about what's going on too. What do you make of that, right or wrong?
Well, I thought it was bizarre, to be honest, to have a BBC helicopter flying over, BBC reporters standing outside, and so the police knew, the BBC knew, but the only person who didn't know was Sir Cliff Richard, and it did seem rather perverse. Call me old-fashioned, Matt, but I believe that you're innocent till proven guilty, and as far as I'm concerned, Sir Cliff Richard hasn't even been arrested or interviewed by the police.
Nigel Evans, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.